Hi Pisces, welcome to your daily reading. I hope you're doing well. We're going to have a look and see what's going on for you at the time you watch this video, what's being highlighted for you for your highest good. As always, keep an open mind, take what resonates as resonates with you, use your own discernment on that. And thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, for subscribing, for your donations. I appreciate you all and all the love and support that you show me and each other. The Light Seers Tarot, you'll probably be familiar with it. Okay. What's going on for Pisces placements at the time they watch this video? What do they need to know for their highest good? Pisces placements at the time they watch this video. All right, let's have a look. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck, Pisces, we have the Ten of Cups. So this is the happy home card, the happily ever after energy. So it could be a focus on home and family, a focus on, there could be some sort of event or some sort of union or reunion. This is moving in together, wedding, birth announcement, pregnancy announcement, the family coming together, or, you know, people who are very close to you that you consider family coming together. Could also be some sort of bon voyage party, some sort of, it's a happy event where, you know, people come together to celebrate, okay? So, first card, we have Temperance, Sagittarius energy. And this talks about divine timing, this talks about give and take, this talks about finding the balance. It's healing energy. It's also an energy of union, bringing together two separate things to create something new altogether. In the challenge position, we have the Nine of Swords, and this is stress and anxiety and what if and worst case scenarios. So there could be a waiting period, and that stresses you out. Waiting to see if this is going to happen, waiting to see if this is going to go through, and that's what's stressing you out, keeping you up at night. In the foundation, we have the Five of Wands. So there could have been some upset, some chaos, some conflict, some tension within a relationship, whether that is a professional one, a personal one, a romantic one, with your friends, with your siblings, in your community, within your environment, with your neighbors, whatever it is, right? There's been some tension, there's been some clashing, there's been some not seeing eye to eye, because everyone's shouting, no one wants to hear the other, everyone wants to hear themselves, right? Get their point across, and whoever talks the loudest must be right type of situation. Okay, let's see. Now this could have happened because of some sort of gathering, or at some sort of gathering that everything kicked off, right? Ten of Wands in the recent past. Another 10. Energy of completion. So for some of you, this is where someone moved out. Someone moved out. So there might have been a clash and someone left, or there might have been a clash and someone moved out, or someone quit, or someone turned their back, picked up their stuff and left, because they removed themselves from the situation. Okay? Or this could be you, because you know, it's something where you're sitting there thinking, with Temperance and the Nine of Swords, this isn't necessary. Like, this isn't necessary. Can we just talk? Can we be grown-ups? Can we, you know, and you might have been dealing with someone who's just like loud and obnoxious, and they don't want to talk. They don't want to work through things. They just want to be loud. They just want to be hurt. They just want to focus on the pain and focus on the disappointment, or start some stuff. You know what I mean? They thrive on conflict. I don't know. And you might have tried to reason with this person. You might have tried to come together. You might have tried to negotiate, mediate. And it's just not gone anywhere, to the point where it was burdening you to keep working on this. Okay? Because it might have been one-sided. Okay? It might have been a situation where you were like, I want us to get along. And they were... it's one of them where you said, listen, I'm trying to see your point of view, but you also have to see my point of view, with the Temperance card in the middle here. Like, we're going to have to see each other's perspectives, acknowledge each other's feelings, talk it out, apologize, and move on, right? And you might have been ready to do that, but you're dealing with someone who just saw their perspective, right? So it's a case of, I'll we'll move on if you take complete full blame for what happened. I did nothing wrong, so that's the stand I'm taking, and I'm not changing it, right? If you want this to work, you're going to have to do things. You're going to have to apologize. You're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to, and you're sat there thinking, with temperance, well, we both have to take accountability. We both have to apologize. We both have to, and they're saying, no, it has to just be you. It's just you. You're the problem. I did nothing wrong. And that's just not true, right? And so that has been going on to the point where you said, listen, I have no choice. I can't talk to you. This isn't going to go anywhere. You're just trying to put everything on me. You're just trying to make me guilty and blame me for everything. Make me carry the burden, make me carry the guilt, maybe carry the whatever consequence of the situation, of the tension and the conflict. And that's not fair. That's not okay. And I don't want to do it. So you might have stepped away from this. You might have removed yourself from the situation. Okay? Or this is what's going on currently. On the mind, we have the star. You're trying to figure out a way towards healing, towards peace, towards harmony being restored, okay, or created in the situation. And you're really hoping that it comes together, but at the same time, this is also an energy of distance. You're hoping that if you step away from something for a little while, it will kind of work itself out. Because while you were in it and trying to work on it, it wasn't going anywhere. So this is a situation where you're saying, well, maybe if I just take a step back and take my hands off it, maybe things will improve. Maybe things will work themselves out. Maybe this other person is going to realize what they're doing, that kind of situation. So let's see what's going on today. We have the 8 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and the 2 of Swords. So it looks like whatever the situation is, you're focused on working on it, but again, you're dealing with someone who just doesn't, they don't want to talk. They don't want to meet in the middle. They don't want to negotiate. They don't want to be reasonable, which leaves you no choice with the 10 of Swords. It hurts your heart and it disappoints you, to say the least. But because you're ready to do the work, 8 of Pentacles, you're ready to put in the effort. You're ready to rebuild, to start fresh, to start over. But it has to be mutual. It has to be balanced, right? And that's the whole thing. You're dealing with someone who they want to be the victim. They want you to make it up to them. They want you to take accountability for absolutely everything, right? It's the kind of person where you're going, you said that, and that really hurt my feelings. And this person would say, well, you said that, so I had no choice but to say that. So it wasn't my fault that I said what I said, right? You triggered me. You started it. That's that person, right? Very immature, and I know, emotions are high and everyone's kind of hurt in the situation. But you're trying to look at it from, listen, I'm ready to take accountability for my part of it and apologize. And I'm trying to understand how it hurt you and how it affected you. Even though maybe I didn't mean it that way, I'm acknowledging the fact that it did hurt you, right? But you'll have to do the same thing. And you're dealing with someone who just is not interested in doing that, okay? And it kind of breaks your heart because it's a case of, I thought we could work on this. You're still there. You're still trying to work. You're still trying to figure it out. Even though I feel like this person really, really did a number on you. I feel like it's not relevant or important right now who started it, okay? I feel like that might be the bottom line. That might be what people are arguing about still, who started it, as if that's gonna fix things. You're trying to go, listen, I don't care anymore. I think they started it, but just that's beside the point. You're going, I don't care who started it. I don't care how it got, here. What I want to do is let's talk about it. Let's air it out. Let's apologize and let's move forward, right? Let's salvage this relationship. Let's turn it around. Let's make it better. Let's grow from this. Let's learn from this. Like, that's your approach. But you're dealing with someone who, and I feel like that's part of it, where you're going, listen, I'm willing to let this go even though I didn't start it. Like, I'm willing to let it go even though I didn't cause all this. But they're the ones that are being difficult and challenging and acting hurt and acting like they're the absolute victim in the situation. The only victim in the situation. Do you see what I mean? You'll see what I mean because you know what it is if it's your story. But it leaves you in a place of, listen, I'm willing to do the work, but I'm gonna do my part. Like, I'm not gonna take accountability for the whole thing. I'm not gonna say there's only one person in the wrong and one person in the, that's not what it is. But if you don't want to meet me there, if you don't want to meet me in the middle, I can't help. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. Then it's not helpful. It's not productive. We're just being hurtful. We're just being spiteful. We're just snapping at each other. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be in that energy. I don't want to be in that environment. Okay? because someone's refusal to meet in the middle, someone's refusal to compromise, someone's refusal to even entertain the possibility that, you know what, maybe they said some things that they shouldn't have too, you know, maybe everyone's guilty in the situation. How about that, right? Because that's your approach. Let's just say we all did things and said things that we're not proud of. Let's just talk it out and let's apologize, hug it out, and move on, right? Move forward together. And you're dealing with someone who's just like, no, I'm the only one that got hurt here. I did nothing wrong. When everyone, like I said, no one's innocent in this situation. Oh boy, Pisces. All right, let's see. Let's clarify. Temperance in the current situation, we have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, you're dealing with you're trying to find peace, you're trying to restore the balance, you're trying to restore the harmony, but it feels like every time you get close to that, this person snaps some else at you, like they throw some else at you, or they bring it back up, they rehash everything over and over and over again, and you're like, listen, we're never going to be able to move on from this if you keep bringing it up. Like we talked about it once, twice, 5 times, 10 times, we agreed to move on. You need to start moving towards, okay, let's heal and let's look to the future, and less looking at digging it all back up. We already talked about this. I already know how you felt. You already know how I felt. Can we just, what do we go from here? Like, what do you want to do here? Because it feels like one party's trying to build, rebuild, heal, and the other party's just kind of tearing everything down, right? So it's not going anywhere. Nine of Swords in the challenge, Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're like, listen, I give up, like I can't. But I feel like, Pisces, you might be dealing with someone who, you always did this, you were always the bigger person, regardless of the fact that maybe you did nothing wrong. You were like, okay, you know what, let's say I did it, I'll apologize. If that makes everyone happy and we can move on from this, fine. Maybe that's the person that you have been historically, right? Maybe that's what you've done. And this other individual now is trying to just force you into that position yet again. And you're just trying to say, listen, that's not okay. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to just put my hands up, say, yeah, I did it. I don't even know what I did, but yeah, I did it. I'm really, really sorry. And yeah, let's move on. I don't want to do that anymore. No, I didn't do anything wrong. Okay? And at the end of the day, I don't even care anymore. I just want everyone to acknowledge that like I say, no one's innocent. Let's all apologize and move forward. Let's both apologize and move forward, right? Because you're saying with the Queen of Cups, listen, I'm not doing this. I'm taking my hands off it. I'm not doing this. It's not worth it. I'm not sleeping at night. I'm stressed out over this. I did my best. I tried the best I could, and I have to be happy with that. I made peace with that. I have a clear conscience. What you do is up to you. I can't anymore, right? Five of Wands in the Foundation, Judgment. Yeah, someone just keeps digging it back up. They keep bringing it up, they keep bringing it up, and they keep throwing things in your face, and you're saying, listen, this isn't right, this isn't working, this isn't fair. Whether you were in the wrong or not, Pisces, whether it was a case of, yes, you were guilty in the situation, even then you're saying, but listen, we talked about it, I apologized, I made amends. Like, you got to let it go at some point. And if you can't let it go, then where does that leave us? Because I can't keep making amends for something that happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago for some of you, right? And it's like, it's that kind of situation where you're saying, what can I do to fix this? They're telling you what to do. You did it. And then you're going, okay, can we start rebuilding and moving forward? And they go, yeah, sure. And then you move along. Everything's fine. Month later, a month down the line, you're feeling like, okay, I think we're healing this. And here they go, bringing it back up. And they've been doing that periodically, okay? If not every month, periodically, to where it's a wound that is constantly kept open. Almost closes, opened up. Almost closes, opened up. And I feel like, again, for some of you, it's a case of they started it, you're trying to be the bigger person, but they're trying to force you to take the blame. And you're saying, listen, I've done that. I'm not doing that again. For others of you, it's a case of everyone's guilty in the situation, but they're trying to just make sure you take all the blame. And that's just unrealistic and unfair. And again, you're not doing it. And for others of you, it's a situation where, yes, you did something to hurt this person unintentionally, intentionally, I don't know, it doesn't matter at this point, but it's ancient history that they keep bringing back up. And it's something where you're saying, listen, we're not moving forward. We're not moving forward. If this is something that bothers you so much that you truly cannot move past, despite everything that has gone on and all the amends I've made and all that, then what do you want? What do you want? Like, I can't do anymore. We can either move on from it or move away, like move apart. You know, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. That's the situation. 10 of Wands in the recent past. King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy could have been involved. Or this could be over money, or this could be over inheritance within a family dynamic, or this could be within, or about assets, property, real estate. A coworker that, you know, you're friends and they didn't tell you that they went for the promotion instead of you. They didn't tell you that they, I don't know, there was a level of betrayal here. There was a level of things weren't handled properly. Okay? And it comes from, it could be like hurt feelings, hurt emotions. Or someone took more than their share in a situation. The star on the mind. Here we go. The moon. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. A lot. The emotions are high when it comes to this situation. But again, with the moon, I feel like everyone's kind of fuzzy over what happened, right? And they keep trying to pinpoint what happened. And you're going, listen, does it matter? Like, everyone's feelings got hurt. Let's just acknowledge that everyone's feelings got hurt. Talk about it. Apologize and move on. Like, it doesn't really matter. And someone is just, no, like 5 of Wands judgment, and the moon is like, no, I want to pinpoint exactly when this happened, who said what, who started it, what they said, what they did. And you're going, listen, that's exhausting, 9 of Swords, and it's going to lead nowhere. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Okay. But I feel like one party's focused on healing and let's just rise above this and work through it and heal and be better as a result, and the other person is digging down. Like, one wants to elevate the star, right? Elevate, lift, rise up, uplift the situation, heal, raise it to a higher level of vibration, right? Let's get back to the love, let's get back to the respect, let's get back to, you know, better feelings and emotions here. And the other person is just going down and digging and digging and digging, and you're going, listen, it's not going to happen. Like, that's not the approach, right? So let's see. 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 2 of Swords. In terms of where things are going to go, we have Strength, we have the Page of Swords, and the High Priestess. So this is, yeah, I feel like this is where you're taking a stand, but with the Strength card, it's a case of, listen, I can't keep doing this. It's a graceful energy. Strength with High Priestess says, this isn't going anywhere. I can't keep doing this. It's not, we're not healing. We're not growing. This is just conflict. This is just bitterness. This is just tension. And it's not changing and it's not improving, right? So I'm just going to take a step back. I'm not going to respond. I'm just going to give this some time. I'm going to give myself some time. I'm going to give this person or the environment or the situation some time, right? Because there's someone here, the Page of Swords, 8 of Wands, they keep throwing accusations. They keep throwing accusations. They keep, you know, digging. They keep looking. This could also be a situation where trust has been broken and you've done all you could to rebuild and regain trust. But I feel like, again, whether it's one-sided or it doesn't really matter. Okay, you take the messages as they resonate with you. Trust has been broken. Everything has been done to try to regain, restore, heal, right? Regain that trust. And you think you're moving along, you think you're making progress, and then the other person or the other party or whatever it is brings it back up, like brings that event back up that broke the trust, right? And you're going, and you're just starting from scratch right there, right? But every time it's like, I can't keep doing this, because every time is heavier, every time is more difficult, every time is more challenging. Because why? Because it's the same thing. It's on a loop. We already talked about this. I already apologized for this. I already made amends for this. I already did this. You know, I don't know what else you want. I don't know, right? So it's a case of, I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I just want things to be fair. I just want things to be balanced and for us to move forward. But you're dealing with someone who just keeps rehashing it. They don't want to compromise. They don't want to meet in the middle. They don't want to see your point of view. They only want what they want, okay? And that leaves you in a place of Justice, Three of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, having to make a decision to step away from a dynamic, to step away from a partnership, to step away from a friendship, to step away from a team or a group or an association. Because it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. You can't get together. You can't get on the same page. It's one-sided. It's one-sided. And again, like one person wants to rise above. Okay, let's learn from this. Let's grow from this. Let's whatever. The other person digs deep. No, but you said this on such and such date 15 years ago. You said this, and you're going, what do you want from me? I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else I could be, I got nothing. I got nothing left. If you still can't let it go, I respect that. But then we're just going to have to take some time then, because there's nothing else. There's nothing more that I can do or say, or, is that kind of situation. And it happens, Pisces. Under the Ten of Cups, the Five of Swords, you're like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say. Like I've already told you, I don't want to fight about this anymore. Queen of Cups, I put my hands up already. I don't want to fight. I don't want to keep going. I just want to heal. I just want to move on, move forward. I just want things to be better. I'm ready to do my part, but I'm not going to take all the blame. That's not fair. Or, I already took all the blame. Like, what are you doing in the situation? You know what I mean? If that's what you said, take the blame and apologize. I took the blame and I apologize. Why are you still bringing it up then? It's that kind of situation. And the Knight of Swords, wow. Five of Swords, Knight of Swords is conflict, tension, bitterness, very hurtful words with the intention of being hurtful. Seven of Swords, wow. Wow. Yeah. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. If you've been trying to work on this, you're so tired. Nine of Pentacles, you're so tired because it's not fair. It's not right. You've done everything you could. You've done everything they said you needed to do, and they're still kind of holding you to the fire. It's like, I can't. And for those of you, again, it's a case of they don't want to meet in the middle. They don't want to see your part. They don't want to see what you're saying. They just want to be hurt. They just want to be the victim. And it's been going on. And you're going, well, I don't know what else to do here. I can't take all the blame because it's not true. But also, I'm not interested in who started it. This is someone who just cannot let something go. And if that's how they feel, that's how they feel. But then you also have to make your decisions accordingly, because they're keeping you in a position of being a punching bag and being a scapegoat. And that's not fair either. Like, no matter what we do, right? Remember, justice, it has to be fair no matter what we do. Yes, there are actions and there are consequences, but if you've already paid for your mistake, so to speak, right? If you've already done the time, why are you still being punished, right? And you're dealing with someone who just doesn't even understand that that's what they're doing. That's just what they want to do. Or they don't care that that's what they're doing. They're latching on to this one thing and punishing you, and that's what's going to be for the rest of your life. And you're going, well, I don't know what to say. Like, who wants to live in that? Who wants to stay in that indefinitely, especially when you've already apologized, you've already done the work, you've already made amends, you're not the same person, right? And yet they keep punishing you and they keep taking you back to that moment in time and punishing you for it. So it makes no difference how much you've grown, how much you've changed, how much you've improved. It makes no difference how long time has passed, right? Because remember, they don't want to let it go. They don't want to let it go. And that's a them problem. They need to look at that. I don't mean to be, because clearly it hurt them and upset them so bad. It triggered a very deep part of them that's very, very hurt. But if you're the trigger, if you're the catalyst, right, on a day-to-day level, you apologize, made amends, you did your part, right? But they also need to do their part. If they got that triggered, you were just the catalyst. That they also have their part to do. That hurt is supposed to show them a part of themselves that needs attention. It's not supposed to give them eternal crown to rule over you. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. So do with that what you will. But yeah, Pisces, that's what I'm seeing. I'm not going to pull oracles because I don't feel like I should. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one, but sometimes we just got to step away. Sometimes we just got to say, listen, I did the best I could. I did what was fair. I did what was right. If you choose to hold on to the pain, if you choose to hold on to the drama, if you choose to hold on to whatever it is, then that is your choice. And that's got nothing to do with me. Okay? And just make your choices accordingly. Because this has been eating up your sleep, your peace, your health. And you got to draw the line somewhere, Pisces. You got to draw the line somewhere. You can't help, okay, let me say this right. You can't help people that don't want to help themselves. That's one aspect. And you can't fix a dynamic where you're the one trying to fix it and someone else intentionally trying to sabotage it and tear it down. That can't happen. That's lunacy, right? And maybe something needs more time, and that's okay too. But, you know, or maybe something just needs to be let go of altogether. That's okay too. Yeah, just be aware, just be prepared. I think there's something where Pluto is doing a transit in our 12th house, is it Pisces, I think? So I think that's what this energy is, okay? Including we have Pluto energy here with Judgment as well, where some things are being brought back up, but there's a point, there's a reason, there's a purpose. It's not just to stay hurt, you know? And you can only do what you can do. Whoever else is involved also needs to make their choices, right? And that's their right, but also their responsibility. And if you find yourself in this position of not being able to let something go that happened a long time ago, and it keeps you in a place of pain, maybe now is a good time with the Queen of Cups to talk to someone, to look at therapy, to look at counseling, to look at spiritual healing work, okay, to let whatever it is trying to come to the surface so you can look at it and learn from it and then heal it, okay, so you can transform it. So that's what I have for us at this time, Pisces. I really hope it helps. Okay, let me know in the comments. Hit that like button if you haven't already. It's deep. It's a deep reading. It's a bit intense, but I think it's necessary because I also feel like for a lot of you, you've been beating yourself up or you've been allowing someone to beat you up. Hopefully not physically, God forbid, but for something that either you didn't do or it was, you made amends for it many times over already, right? So, hope this helps you if that's the situation. All right, Pisces, I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you in the next reading. All right, bye for now.